And fall in, my fellow scout troopers, to an ACW 4v4 battle replay today. Today's replay was posted on the ACW Discord by MM. Not too sure of his gaming name here. But on one team we have Master, the WolfTheGamerKing, Hans, Peter, and Damar. The other team we have Perconti, Proud Jick, DVS Bastard, and Loritz. The map today is ACW Wilderness Tavern 1864. We've got some southern troops walking towards us right now. But if you want to see your own replay featured here on this channel, you can send it to my email at scoutsentertainment@gmail.com, post a replay on the ACW Discord, post it on my Discord, Scouts Reconnaissance, or send me a direct message on Discord as well. Those are all ways to do that. There's very funding options available as well. If you like to support my work, that's really helped out. But if you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, help this video get seen by others, don't forget to leave a like on this video. Subscribe, of course, if you don't have it already, and make sure you leave a comment below, as I do enjoy reading them. And with that, let's get into the replay today. So we have the troops coming down the road. We got here we got AV John's division. Now I got the ACW guide from WolfTheGamerKing a little while ago. In fact, he reminds me about it. He reminds me to go and read it from time to time, and I do. But what I will try and do on this video, I think, is put the strength and weaknesses of each faction I see here on the screen for you to read, and you guys can get a better idea of each faction, its strengths and weaknesses, what they are favoured to do, what they are least favoured to do, so whatnot. So we have Johnson's division here. We got here Hood's division, and down here we have more Hoods. Is this all Hoods? It looks to be. We got lots of points on the field today. So we got one 3-pointer in the middle. We got, I think, 4 1-pointers as well. So that's about 7 points there, and 11 points with 2 2-pointers to finish us off. Over here we have the Union Army, the 20th and 21st Corps, an easy faction to use apparently, according to the guide. We have Rose Division as well. We got artillery, spreading the area of shrapnel, it would seem. And McClaw's Division. So there's other 4 factions of the Southern Army today. We got, I think that's 14th Corps. We got here, I think that's 4th Corps there. And 2nd Corps, Corps. I know, Corps. It's all Corps, it's all Corps. I read that word and I just think corpse. I know it's supposed to be core, guys. You gotta say core if you're commentating on these videos. They will come down to you like a sledgehammer, as I no doubt will suffer later on once I post this. Anyway, we have some Vermont cavalry over here coming around. Now, unlike Napoleon Total War 3, players tend to use their cavalry just to sort of move troops faster across fields, get them off the cavalry horses, and use them to engage the enemy. Kind of like a scouting force, trying to do some damage, trying to soften up the units for that main infantry force that moves up far later. Obviously, because they're slower to a degree. I will note that the infantry is a bit faster than we would see normally on Napoleon. These guys are evidence of that. These southern troops here are moving very quickly, but they are running, to be fair. Okay, but I was more saying like when they're walking, they're faster as well. Okay, we have here a southern unit's already been beaten back, some Virgin Battalion. We have 2, yeah, these are cavalry units, I think. Yeah, this is a cavalry unit. Looks like they managed to beat back the southern force. I can't tell whether or not there's 2 of them or not. These guys, they've only lost less than 50 casualties, but they're broken. They're reined back towards friendly lines. We got here an artillery crew that's sparring off against the infantry unit. Not something we usually see every day. How devastating will this be? They're moving up. Suffered no casualties. Okay, we could be using canister shot. Now we've lost 2 more men since we last looked at them. They're being flanked as well. We've got 2 units here firing on them. Where is their support? It's coming. The Union army seems eager to destroy these guys. They're moving in for the kill, possibly a bayonet charge. It would be the easiest way to destroy these guys. If you can abandon the artillery, you probably should try and get out of there. I see some blood splatter up ahead. They're broken. Being 21, they might come back. We should see Union Army though, still fire on them, try and make sure they don't come back. Alright, here comes the big force. A wee bit bunched up.
Your men have been routed, sir.
No casualties just yet. Is it a little bit surprising I'm not seeing any casualties from the Southern Army as they move up? Okay, I'm starting to see one now. Johnson Division here has the high ground. We've got 3 Southern units here against 2. But this one here on the left has been outflanked. But we've got a reserve unit here that isn't being brought up to increase the firing line and challenge this unit here of 72nd Indiana, which is a little bit interesting. Oh no, that's a general there. But these reserves need to be moved forward and they need to be shifted to the left. That's where they're needed. General's nearby. He's taking a casualty. They could lose their general if they're not careful. Southern forces here charging the cavalry's position. One thing we'll say about the Southerners, they are really, really good at charging. But this unit will lose anyway, because obviously they don't have bayonets in their guns. So the chances of melee combat are slim to none against a relatively fresh unit here from the Southern Army. I think they broke him. Yeah, they broke him. Alright, we've got the Southern players here, they're moving up. They're confident. And they have every right to be. Can move up with almost impunity. There's very little to stop them from moving up in this direction here. Alright. Southern forces on the hill are being challenged again. But we got 3 units here from McClaw's division. Maybe even 4 units here heading over. 5 in fact. We've got some units here but they're not moving up. Look, if they're going to pull back and allow McClaw to move in, McClaw needs to move in on this flank hard. He can turn I think, who's this? The 20th and 21st Corps whole army on a dome, force him straight back through the trees. McClaw just needs to leave a couple of units here. Oh no, one unit here has just appeared out of nowhere. We've got 1 unit here from the 2nd Corps, outnumbered and isolated. McClaw should deal with that one first before moving forwards. He's got troops moving up, but his army's a bit out of place. He's got to coordinate with the roads here. Got 14 Corps moving in. Got sharpshooters there. Union Army needs to increase their firing line. They're going to get as many guns firing away as possible. Getting themselves bunched up like that will only help the Southern forces get extra kits on multiple units.
Yes, sir.
Looks like we're seeing some heavier fighting in the middle. Alright, they're moving up. Southern forces retreating a little bit. Southern Army's mostly in the trees here. It's kind of hard to see. But they're forming up. You guys are shooting directly at them. Only seeing a couple there go down. No charges. Oh, okay. 4 or 5 went down. That right flank got a bit of a beating there. What's going on the hill? It's too heavily forested to really get a sense of how the battle's going. We got here. Oh, I've only lost 17 men there. 12 or so there. It's funny, the fighting is most intense probably at this point, but neither side is getting too many kills. There's got to be a reason for that. Let's have a look. It's possible the trees are intercepting some of the bullets. They could play a part in it. The terrain is also a bit hilly. And so most of the bullets here are probably going straight into the dirt. Yeah, so both sides mostly keeping their forces behind the natural barriers, protecting most of them. That's probably why we're seeing so few casualties. Yeah, unless this unit's firing at this one down in the valley there, on the road. These other ones are it's probably pointless to fire at these ones here, or is it? Oh no. I thought these guys were hiding behind the hill before. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's pointless. That is not a good shot. Alright, let's have a look at the southern point of the field. Neither side really committing to the upper plain at this point over here. Meanwhile over here, we have who? The 4th Corps. He's got troops in the open. We got skirmishers. 3 units of skirmishers here. I wouldn't say they're doing that great of a job skirmishing. Is Rhodes setting some sort of trap here for him? Because it looks like these 3 units are poised to move forwards and try and take out these guys. The 5th Vermont. And the 6th Vermont. Fighting looks pretty heavy here though. Might have a 2-on-1 scenario there. It's weird, isn't it? So many guns firing at the other. How are they not suffering more casualties? Here's a strange question. We've got some units there breaking. Looks like 2 out of the 3 skirmish units we saw before just broke. But the Union Army retreating there through the trees. They're gearing up to move forwards. How's it looking here? Not great. Horrible shot. He's got to move forward. Of course, the risk is he's got to move forward while the enemy's shooting him, so he's going to take casualties if he moves forward, but unless he moves forward, then he's practically wasting his ammunition here. I don't see how they could possibly hit the Union forces unless the bullets can curve over the crest of that hill and come down and hit the enemy on the head. At that range, a bullet should easily just go straight over it. The bullet shouldn't descend that fast. This unit will be done for, which is why he's retreating right now. Johnson's division, though, is braving the open plains. He's moving up. He's got one unit here, I think. 19th Ohio. We've got a couple of units here being bunched up on Southern forces. I don't know what they're planning to do. They're trying to reallocate their resources elsewhere, but they're getting in the way of their own troops. What is he thinking? Cobb's Legion. This is either very brave or very stupid. This is a cavalry unit. They don't have bayonets. It's not designed for melee combat. But they're going to try and charge it anyway? What are they trying to do here? Wavering. They're going to break any second. Ooh, charging forward is not a good idea. And we got a few hits there, and the morale's a bit shaky. What are those guys up to? Alright. We've got 21st Ohio here. They're targeting the 4th Georgia. 2nd North Carolina is moving around to outflank them. A bit of a gap opening up. So we have a unit moving up, trying to reinforce the left flank here of the 14th Corps. Thought there might be a miscommunication there, but they're tidying up their ranks. Started firing yet? Okay, they're firing now. He's taking the time, aren't they? Both sides have stacked up a lot of troops in this one area compared to the rest of the field, with the exception of the southern force. The southern part of the map there. I'm seeing a lot of troops, a lot of southern forces clustered around the bottom there. Their plan could be to try and push the blue team to the north. They're trying to get underneath the southern forces there, at the very bottom of the map. And they're concentrating their forces in the middle, and maybe their end game is to try and wedge them together and kill them in a crossfire. that middle needs to hold, and right now we can see it flashing. It's under attack. It's looking a bit shaky there, their middle, or the Southern forces. You can see the Southern troops there. Oh, they're going in. There's a casualty count. Pretty good for the Southern forces. How's it going for the North? Yeah, they've lost almost half their unit. What's going to happen when they break through, I wonder? They've got a reserve unit there to back them up. It's strange, we've got these Southern forces here from McClaw's division firing on these guys. We've got Rhodesmen sort of in the way. These McClaw's units need to move up quite a bit, I reckon, to reinforce that battle line. It would ease the pressure here on Rhodes and allow him to send up reinforcements from the road. Okay, it looks like the Southern Army here has punched through. Southern Army moving forwards. I think the Union forces here are scrambling to link up a line and try and push them back a bit. We're not seeing a retreat. Not from the road, anyway. Southern guys just sort of taking their time to decide what to do next. They could easily move around and outflank the 14th Corps there. They got enough troops to push back on the 20th and 21st Corps, and at the same time outflank the 14th. He's got a lot of reserves here he can put into action. I don't know about this gap here, I don't know who's there. We got artillery that would concern them. That would definitely stop Rhodes from moving forwards. So we got a full unit here and some sharpshooters. These three units here should be able to take care of them. Alright, let's head back down to the southern part of the army. Trying to get an idea what's in these trees here. No one's there. Okay, we're seeing a concentrated effort here to fire on the 11th Georgia. Okay, they're pulling back. Looks like the Southern Army's about to bring down the hammer on this area. That's a nice firing line established. But they've got to move forward, they've got to crest that hill, I reckon. Their artillery's doing a good job, I suppose, playing havoc on the Union's morale to a degree. But they've got the numbers, they've got the firepower. but they don't have the position to take advantage of that, or full advantage of it. I would love to see the forces crest that hill. Oh yeah. Looks like they have crested it. You just can't see it in the tall grass. Oh man, they've had enough. Oh, they've lost almost half their unit. Okay, so what we got there? We've got a bat brigade. 2 brigades. 3-inch guns. 2 3-inch guns there. I think 3, so 18 guns. Roughly. 17 there would seem. It's hindering the advance of the southern forces to a degree. You got to give credit to the player of the hoods. He's moving forwards despite that incoming artillery fire, which is considerable. I think his reasoning is he's trying to keep as close as he can to the Union forces to sort of hinder the artillery's ability to just pound his units. And if they continue to fire at these guys here, they're going to get friendly hits as well. This unit here is pulling out a bit, but they have this one on the ropes. We've got 2 more units moving up in the field. Wow, the 14th Corps is not retreating. They're going to hold their ground. This is affecting the southern advance. They're no more than a stone's throw away from each other here. The north flank of the Southern Army, there appears to be little resistance in front of them. They probably need to send a couple of units to scout ahead to try to unmask or identify any hidden units. And if there are no units facing off against them, they should be moving forwards and trying to outflank their enemy and move down south. You know, move towards the 2-pointer and sort of arc down. Sweep through as they go. Who can hold on the longest is the question of the day. 158. Got to move forwards a little bit here. 190. In the 2nd North Carolina's morale's pretty darn good. You can see the bullets just rain above everyone's heads. 124. Who's retreating? Jeez, McClaw moved in. It looks like he might lose that battle. Yep, they've had enough. They're broken. I'm seeing a lot of artillery pointed towards the Union forces. The Southern Army needs to have some cavalry units to try and sweep around and attack the artillery from behind. That's the biggest challenge so far for the Southern forces that I've seen so far, is that artillery. Union forces firing a lot of bullets here towards the hills. Not so much firing on the troops in the open plain, which is surprising. Well, something's definitely happening down here though. There's two more there. Okay, so far we are 30 minutes in with 27 minutes to go. Still pretty tight. Oh, hang on. Looks like they're going for another bayonet charge to sort of break the deadlock. They're setting up two units here, using one as a smoke screen to take the brunt of their bullets. The second one to move in relatively untouched. Union forces seem to have recovered from the initial charge. The morale's shaky. Fluctuating, but they're staying in the fight. And they're getting reinforcements. No reinforcements. So what will the boys do? Will they advance? No, they're going to fall back. They're going to take the win, regroup, and try and cut down again probably. Come on, there's no one in front of them. These guys have to move forwards. These two units in particular need to move forwards. They can definitely help turn the tide of this entire battle over here. They've got reserves here that can move up behind them as well. I mean, Rhodes and McClaw together in this one area can move forwards and easily overpower the units before them and start outflanking left and right. Really helping out, I think, all the McClaw units over here and Johnson's units over here as well. Johnson's charged straight into the units of the 21st or 20th and 21st Corps. He just got in there as they were about to fire, but they broke. Okay, Johnson lost the battle on the left flank, but won on his right. The general could have been killed here. What are these guys up to? We've got 75th Illinois. They're going to try and charge into him. A Confederate sandwich. Okay, they've killed the general. Is that a friendly general? It was. Masters' general is no more. Alright, so quick thinking there from McClaw. Let's help turn the tide and possibly push the enemy back. The 14th Corps still has hold of his ground, despite the collapse of his allies' left flank. Yeah, we got Johnson and McCall, I think, maybe moving around together here. These two units probably have to deal with this unit, with the 64th Ohio and 65th Ohio. Well, they got troops here to deal with them. Jeez, nice artillery hit. That was almost dead in the center. Okay, this general here was almost killed. That unit copped a direct hit, only killing one of them, so that was incredible. General's lucky to be alive. Balance of power in favour of the Union Army at this stage. This flank looks almost in shambles. I'm not sure. They're not lined up. The enemy's surrounding them. We'll soon be able to fire on them from all sides. It's like one unit here might be able to get them out of trouble. There's another unit here I did see before. But these three need to engage these four. And these two need to deal with this one here. Then they can move forward and help about their allies over here as well. They're trying to take out the general here. Well, or are they? I don't know. He's running right next to him. Johnson should try and take him out. You got artillery moving up. One of the crews was just blown away. 12-pounder Napoleon battery. Yeah, then you start firing on the enemy artillery. Oh, geez. Okay, McClaw's has been routed. All the units on the hill there were destroyed. Southern forces continue to move in. The chances are iffy. That looks like a solid line there in the trees. Southern forces are not firing back. They're continuing to move in closer. How close do they want to get? No, they're going for a bayonet charge again. Nice shots. The rest of the Southern forces have to bayonet charge in with them. How was that for a camera shot? I love that. Alright, what will the bullies do now? Bunch of reserves about to fire on them. You've got to dress the ranks faster than this, boys. Oh, they've had enough. They're pulling out with 200 men. Oh, jeez, they're charging forth. Ooh, they just got there. The unit's under a lot of fire. Jeez, they lost a lot of men in that charge. Oh, damn it. They need another one to replace it. Rhodes sent up his general, but it's too late. Fortunately, those 3 southern troops have managed to win their fight. Ooh, jeez. Artillery's hammering the area. Whoa, what happened? Must have hit the map. Bugger! Gotta get back there. Here we are. For the first time in a long time, we've seen the 14th Corps push back to the road here. He's held his ground well up until this point. He's put a lot of hurt on the southern forces in this area, as you can see by all the fallen bodies. Who's over here? Looks like I've seen more of Johnson's units before. I half thought Johnson might be finished because I didn't see too many of his men left. Despite all the artillery fire these guys here have been under, the Southern Army has held well. They appear to have reduced the forces considerably of the Union Army in the area. Lost half the unit there, same story there. That general there is for the 4th Corps, just sort of boosting morale. This unit's finally given up. That's a shame. 236 and gone. 2nd Corps here trying to put pressure on the southern forces. He's trying to be quick about it. And the enemy artillery is their target. I don't see too much here actually to defend it. Without a sudden influx of reinforcements, I don't see them holding the battery. They ran for the unit just down the road there. These guys here, they're going for a bayonet charge, no doubt. At least I thought so. No. Where are they going? Alright, the unit reformed. Canister shot is going on over here.
Your men have been routed, sir.
McClaw struggling a little bit here. Targeting the southern forces nicely here. Being cut to ribbons from both sides. A little bit thin there. Now we've got troops being routed up the wazoo now. Okay, those guys there, they're finished. Balance of power has shifted slightly in favour of the Southern forces. What are these guys up to? No, they're going for a bayonet charge. Charging into a superior force. Could be a distraction. Alrighty. So second corps here is free to move up. And these southern units here may be drawing their last breaths. We have 12 minutes left on the clock. We've got some forces scattered all over the place. We've got an artillery crew over there not doing too much. We've got a unit behind the house, just sort of holding their position, not doing too much. They appear to be firing at the 67th New York. We've got a lot of artillery pounding that area. Got all the impact zones. Yeah, they're running out of bullets. I was half watching to see when we'd see a barrage of fire come down upon this unit and just smash the hell out of them, like we saw earlier. See how they destroyed that house. Okay, unit's gone tired, but that's just it's just an artillery crew, I think. Southern player here can charge in on the flank with the bayonet charge right there. Looks like he's already charged in. Oh, they're broken. The artillery is targeting their position. But 14th Corps keeping off the pressure for a change. He's not moving forwards anymore. These guys have been engaged for so long. What are these guys up to? 50th Alabama. What do you have to do to reckon the breaking? 95th Pennsylvania obviously has decent morale. I'm seeing units sustain much less and break much easier. He's pulling back, it's just buying for time. Union forces have pretty much conquered the middle, they've conquered the north. In terms of the number of units left on the field, I think the Union forces have got this one today. Balance of power also suggests that.
A unit has grown weary, sir.
Okay, we've got Jefferson's division here from Rhodes. Surprised I'm not seeing the artillery fire on that position. We've lost a few guns themselves. Most of their arty is still intact. Six minutes, 30 seconds remaining. It really looks like the Southern forces are on the way out. I don't see them winning this. Maybe you should just charge them, let the chips fall where they lay. Okay, so the battle has been raging away. Meanwhile, we've seen this unit move up in an attempt to outflank the southern line there. There's an enemy unit directly ahead of them, at the top of that hill. He's got to move in a bit closer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right about here should do it. How close does he want to get? They went from steady to shaken to wavering to broken very quickly. Two minutes, 50 seconds. The net begins to tighten for the Southern forces. Forces are wavering and they're broken. Alright, we've got another Allied general killed, Damar. Okay, he was just wiped out. These Southern forces falling fast. Alright, they were broken. Those forces there broke. Only got one unit left on the field there, and that is it. So victory to the Union forces today. So those who said, including myself, that the Southern forces seemed almost unbeatable, have to take that back, I think, for a change. Very nice. And that is it. So well done to the Union Army and their victory today. So Perconti 2,397, Proud Jick 1613, Private Devious Bastard 1248, and Loritz 2,791. Nicely done there. Master here 1946, WolfTheGamerKing 2038, Hans Peter 2,116, and Damar 1,152. His kill counts range today from 270 belonging to the 18th Mississippi all the way down to, just give you guys a quick look at all the units there, how they did, to nothing belonging to the general, which makes sense. I'll just scroll back up, give you guys a quick look at those units there, what they did. And that is that. So if you want to see your own replay featured here again, guys, you can send it to my email at scoutsentertainment@gmail.com. You can send them to my Discord server, Scouts Reconnaissance. You can tag me in the replay post on the ACW Discord as well. Or you can send them to me directly on Discord via direct message or private message as you see fit. This is Micka from Scouts Entertainment signing off. Goodbye, my fellow Scouts. Catch you in the next Total War battle.